PANO is our partner.
PANO is education.
The dream of this program is
PANO is so approachable. PANO is networking. PANO is a great voice for the nonprofit sector.
PANO es excelencia, PANO es información, y más importante, PANO es un amigo.
the Pennsylvania Association of Nonprofit Organizations, helping charities make a better Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is home to almost 50,000 nonprofit organizations, providing a rainbow of services that make life better for all of us and add millions to the state's economy. The day-to-day struggles of running a nonprofit are daunting, but these charitable organizations don't have to go it alone. The Pennsylvania Association of Nonprofit Organizations is right by their side.
I love PANO. They've been an absolute friend to me because I didn't come from the nonprofit world. To be able to have them hold my hand through this whole process of our growth has been nothing more than spectacular.
PANO provides a tremendous amount of technical assistance. We enjoy going out and working with organizations who are feeling challenged about what's the best way to recruit and train and develop a board. What's the best way to develop a culture for our organization?
Under the leadership of Joe Geiger and an experienced staff and board, PANO provides expert guidance on issues of best practice, the Standards for Excellence training and certification, a wide array of budget-saving discounted services and benefits. PANO publishes the Keynotes quarterly magazine and a timely e-newsletter. The PANO website has nonprofit education, policy updates, consultants, a member forum, exposure for member websites, and one of the most popular benefits, free technical assistance.
We want to be a 24/7 organization to support our members because we know that nonprofits are out there all the time helping the community at large.
They advertise online job positions free of charge to members, and it's just absolutely wonderful.
PANO conducted a study on what's the economic impact of nonprofits in Pennsylvania. I still use that data.
When I have a training need, I think, I wonder if PANO has a class for that.
I'd like to welcome you all to the Capital Campaign Workshop. We try to be as diverse as possible, looking to offer all sorts of different trainings, member benefits that go from the smaller organization to the largest organization.
PANO staff crisscross the state, bringing seminars and training sessions to every corner of Pennsylvania. An important side benefit for participants is contact with other organizations.
It's so great to see all of those people from the nonprofit sector sitting around one table and worrying about how to be more effective, how to get our message across better, and how to help each other. That's the real value of PANO to me, is that networking, that ability to talk to peers.
PANO is also the public policy eyes and ears and champions nonprofit legislation in Harrisburg.
It's our responsibility to take a look at anything that globally affects purely public charities in Pennsylvania in terms of positive or negative, and try to negotiate all of those things into the best kind of opportunity for charities.
PANO understands the public policy arena. With 82 YMCAs around the state, it's important that we are heard up on the Hill.
When issues arise at state government, or there is legislation pending that affects nonprofit organizations, a number of people within the legislature are quick to turn to Joe Geiger for input, advice, counsel.
When you talk with Joe, you know that you're being heard, and when he talks, you know that he is a guy who understands the big picture in a very real way.
That kind of thinking benefits not only Pennsylvania nonprofits, but the day-to-day operations of PANO as well. Looking for ways to be cost-efficient for members, Joe entered into a consortium with 3 other associations: the Pennsylvania Chamber of Commerce Executives, the Pennsylvania Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, and the Pennsylvania Alliance for Association Advancement. They share staff, facilities, brainpower, and energy.
What the consortium has done is created more capacity for each of the 4 organizations while not adding cost, in fact, representing cost savings.
PANO enjoys partnering with members on new ideas, like this Leadership Academy in Phoenixville.
We couldn't have done this project without PANO's help. PANO has done a lot of groundwork
in the curriculum of leadership development. And knowing that, I went to PANO, went to Joe Geiger and said, how can we partner on this and use your expertise? And it's been a great relationship.
But the hallmark of PANO's benefits is the Standards for Excellence certification program. 16 hours of training and months of support, peer-to-peer review, and comprehensive self-examination.
I think the Standards for Excellence gives me the time and sort of a framework to sit back and fill in all of the pieces that might be missing. And I know I'm going to feel better when I'm done because I'm going to be able to say to my donors, you can have absolute confidence that the United Way is accountable and your dollars are well spent.
I guess the best way that I can describe the role that PANO plays in this process is by using the metaphor of the mirror. PANO is the mirror that really allows the Hispanic Center to look and reflect back to the organization and figure out what are the things that we really need to change, what are the things that we really need to enhance. And by doing so, I think the organization has become a much stronger agency.
The people who are involved really have to be committed to and spend an awful lot of time between sessions to rethink their organization and put the documents together and materials together in order to make that next step. So I'm quite impressed by the breadth and scope of what the PANO certification program is all about.
Small task that's been accomplished here.
A three-tiered review process ensures that the organizations are in compliance with the 56 Standards for Excellence.
The nonprofit then is officially awarded a seal of excellence, which you can see in the background. That's what the plaque looks like, but that also entitles them to then use the trademark, the check mark, on all of their literature, their annual reports. Doesn't end there. It keeps going on to keep making sure that the organization continues to grow and improve.
We are entrusted with serving the most vulnerable of society and with providing experiences of life that nourish the soul and spirit of our communities, state, nation, and world. And we have entered into a time in our history that in order to continue, we must focus on not just what we are doing, but how we are doing it.
The Standards program is not just an academic process. It's a chance to acknowledge the important work of this dedicated group of people.
I asked them to close their eyes and imagine what this community would look like if the people in this room did not do what they were doing.
Nonprofit organizations play a critical role in the quality of life in the region.
I believe in the sector and the importance of the work of the sector. And I think PANO tries to lift that up, not only to people outside the sector, people within the sector to value themselves.
It's an honor and a privilege to be in a position like where I am, to be available to help those organizations. I would rather be here than anywhere else.
I love my job. I love helping our members. I love working with the staff that we have here.
I like to get up in the morning and come to work. It's very fulfilling. I feel like I'm making a difference in Pennsylvania.
The staff people with PANO that I have had the opportunity to engage with have been universally delightful.
PANO needs to be utilized as a tool to be able to enhance the quality of services for any nonprofit organization.
If an organization can spend more time on delivering programs and services and less time on creating those policies, then PANO is a great avenue.
I think the nonprofits in the state of Pennsylvania are very lucky that there is an organization like PANO.
PANO is a vehicle through which nonprofits can express their abilities, their interests, their desires to make Pennsylvania a better place for all of us.
One more vote.